Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So, today we are going to do topic topic 11 P, the leftovers of the previous topic, that is organic and precision farming. In the last class, we did away with organic farming, we completed organic farming. Now it is the time for precision farming. That is today topic 11B, that is precision farming. 11A was organic farming. So, what is precision farming? Or what is precision agriculture? Precision farming / precision agriculture. So precision agriculture is an approach where inputs are utilized in precise amounts to get increased average yield compared to traditional cultivation techniques. Traditional cultivation techniques. So, what is precision agriculture? In this, inputs are utilized in a precise amount, in low amounts, in efficient amounts, so that the inputs are not wasted, to get increased average yield compared to traditional cultivation techniques. So this is what precision farming or precision agriculture is. Moving on. What are the benefits of precision agriculture? First of all, it increases agriculture productivity, prevents soil degradation, as in conventional agriculture we use high amount of fertilizers, high amount of irrigation water, so these things lead to degrade our soil. But in a precision agriculture we use our inputs in such an efficient way that the amount is not so high, it is not wasted, and that is why it is good for our soil. It doesn't degrade our soil, and also increase agriculture productivity, reduces chemical application, in crop production. It reduces chemical application in crop production, as we do add chemical application in precise amounts, chemical fertilizer and chemical pesticide in precise amounts as how much is required, not in excess amounts. So it reduces chemical application, efficient use of water resources. Here we can map the soil moisture availability, and if the soil, and we will do use as much of irrigation which is required, not in excessive manner, in precise way. Disseminates modern farm practices to improve quality quantity and cost of production. Quantity and cost of production. Here is modern farm practices, modern farm techniques to improve quality, quantity, and reduce the cost of production. It, if applied nicely, it can change socio-economic status of farmers. It can change socio-economic status of farmers as the income will be more. So these were the major benefits of precision agriculture. So these were the benefits. Now moving on, what are the challenges? Challenges to precision agriculture, especially in developing countries like India. What are the challenges of precision agriculture in developing countries like India? First of all, we have small land holdings. And to use the technology in small land holdings makes it very difficult. We have got market imperfections, heterogeneity of cropping systems. We have not a homogeneous cropping system. We have got heterogeneous cropping system. So in different types of crops and using precision agriculture at the same time, it is very difficult to use. It requires a certain type of crop, certain type of soil, certain type of preparation management to use precision agriculture. Complexity of tools and techniques. They come that in the tools used in precision agriculture are very complex, so they require new skills to farmers, which the Indian farmers are especially lacking. Most of the farmers are uneducated. They are not so much educated to go directly change their farming techniques in precision agriculture. Lack of technical expertise and knowledge. And technology. As we know, India spends only 0.3% of its agricultural GDP in research and development. It is very low. 0.3% of agricultural GDP in research and development. So this is very low compared to Western nations, China, USA. We have got infrastructure constraints. The infrastructure here is not so good to directly go through to precision agriculture. We need to first improve our infrastructure. We are not having cold storages, we are not having proper transportation facilities, and we are thinking of shifting to precision agriculture. So first of all, we need these basic infrastructure. The high initial cost. This is the next point. The precision agriculture, especially while shifting to precision agriculture, the initial cost is very high, which will be not bearable to the small farmers, and it is very difficult for government to finance all those things. So these were some major constraints which is hindering our shift to precision agriculture, especially in developing countries like India. Now, what are the smart agri techniques? Smart agri techniques in precision farming or precision agriculture. What are some smart agri techniques? What are the technologies? Smart agricultural technologies in precision farming or precision agriculture. What are those? First of all, there is number one, variable rate technology. It helps us in precise use of fertilizers at locations across fields. Suppose we are having a field. This part is having good fertility and this part is having bad fertility. So in precision agriculture, we can identify those parts through GIS, through remote sensing that these parts are lacking fertility. And instead of applying fertilizers to whole part in high amounts, we just use fertilizer in these parts and in required amounts, in precise amounts. So this is how variable rate technology works. Use of proper field shapes. So we divide fields here. Suppose this field part is having good fertility, this part having bad fertility. So we'll divide those two parts and plan our farming as per it. Selection and row control tech. Selection and row control technology. Here proper row management. For planting, applying inputs. We divide the field in rows and see which row is lacking what, which row needs what, and we do planting and apply input as per it. Zone management, that is, farm is divided into zones. And input is applied as per requirement of the particular zone, as I have discussed earlier. These are the some smart agricultural technologies in precision agriculture, used in precision agriculture. Now moving on to number 5, that is farm GIS and data management. Every farm is managed through GIS, that is Geographical Information System, and in previous lectures we have learned how Geographical Information System is useful. It helps us to map our soil, read soil moisture, read pest and diseases, demarcate our lands. So this is how farm GIS is important. Telematics. Farm data to internet in real times. Farm data are captured and they are sent to internet in real times. Real time solutions we can get here. We've got LIDAR technology. What is LIDAR? That is light detection and ranging. Light detection and ranging, that is LIDAR. It is an optical remote sensing technology. Optical remote sensing technology. It is used to prepare surface and subsurface, drainage patterns. We can manage the irrigation here, how drainage is, subsurface drainage patterns, how water is, what is the soil moisture, how water is used. You can do all things. We can use crop sensors which can evaluate crops, its quality, if it is suffering from any diseases, if there is any deficiency. This all we can do in smart agriculture technologies. These all are smart agriculture technologies of precision farming. Hope you all get this. We have learned about challenges, we have learned about the benefits of smart agriculture technologies. Now moving on, what is protected agriculture? What is protected agriculture? This is a kind of cropping pattern wherein macroclimate surrounding of the crop, macroclimate surroundings of the plants is controlled partially or fully as per requirement, as per its requirement during their period of growth. So what is protected agriculture? It is a cropping pattern. It is macroclimate. The macroclimate of the surroundings of crop plants is controlled. We have controlled macroclimate here. You all have learned about greenhouses, polyhouses. So what do we do there? We have controlled macroclimate there. The amount of heat we needed, the amount of water they need, all are controlled. The heat is controlled through air conditioners. You would have seen the greenhouses. So wherein macroclimate surrounding of the crop plants is controlled fully or partially or fully as per its requirement, as per the requirement of that crop species during their period of growth. So this is what protected agriculture is. Why we need protected agriculture? Need of protected agriculture: better quality produce, off-season cultivation. As we have controlled macroclimate, so it doesn't depend on which season we are having. We are just having controlling the season as per our needs in the greenhouses, polyhouses, protected infrastructure. We have better pest and disease control. There is also reduced use of pesticides. High productivity, high productivity, higher net return, that is higher income, better employment generation, efficient use of resources, nursery raising and hardening of plants, So these are the common needs. There is nothing like rocket science here. I think you have all understood these things. These are common things. Now moving on, what are the types of structure in protected cultivation? What kind of structures we use in protected cultivation? So we've got several types. First of all, you all have types of structure. We got several types. Number one, you all have greenhouse. It is both a glass house and polyhouse. And we have plastic low tunnels. Okay, don't know whether you have seen it. Here the low tunnels of plastic. Suppose this is a tunnel. This is the soil, and in this crops are grown. Very low tunnel. The greenhouse and polyhouse is big in structure, but these are very low. They are used for small shrubs. We have got naturally ventilated tunnels. Ventilated tunnels, providing proper ventilation to them. So these are the common types of structure. You can write something about them in brief. And there is nothing like anything tougher here. It is very common things. Now moving on, what are the benefits of or advantages of protected cultivation? Why we need protected cultivation? That is advantages of protected cultivation. First of all, crops can be grown throughout year. throughout the year, as we are having controlled cultivation, that is what off season cultivation I discussed earlier. Quality is enhanced. Quality is enhanced. Efficient use through the use of various gadgets, technology. Less impact on surrounding environment, as the others are protected and they are demarcated in a separate houses, poly houses, so they doesn't impact our surrounding environment. Higher seed germination percentage. Higher seed germination percentage. Crops can be grown in greater densities. Suppose we are growing crops in field. This is the field. We are growing crops on the soil, so only on the layer of soil. This is soil layer here. But in this protected cultivation, how crops are grown? First layer, then second layer, here they are grown, then third layer. So layer after layer, they make structures like this. So this is how we achieve greater densities. Harvest doesn't depend on weather, no effect of weather. The local weather doesn't impact our harvesting. Higher productivity, you discussed earlier. Suitable automation of irrigation. The agriculture irrigation techniques are suitably automated, so these are more efficient. They do not waste water. The water use efficiency increases here. That leads to high water productivity. We can maintain and multiply. Incompatible lines. Incompatible lines. I will discuss these self-incompatible lines in detail when I will teach you the paper 2, that is genetics and plant breeding. So we will discuss these things in great detail there. Reduction in pesticide use. These self-incompatible lines are very hard to grow in normal fields. They need some kind of production. They need proper spacing in growth. That is why it is easier to grow in protected cultivation. We can enhance employment or self-employment. So these are the common advantages of protected cultivation. Hope you all get this. Now moving on. These are the advantages. Now moving on. What are the constraints? What are the disadvantages? Higher initial cost. To set up a protected house or set up a greenhouse or glass house, we need some finance. These are costly things to make it. So there is higher initial cost. Inadequate technical support. Low technical support. Our farmers are not much supported technically. They have not much that of technical knowledge. They are not well educated enough. So these are the inappropriate knowledge, limited flow of information. Only the farmers which are well educated. Suppose you are studying this, आप लोग ये पढ़ रहे हैं, तो you can grow, you can use glass houses, you can use poly houses, because you have been educated ones, you know how to use those things. You can search in Google, you can read government manuals, you can see YouTube videos, anything. You can do many things. You can go to agriculture university and involve in technological demonstrations there. But for a rural and illiterate and rural farmers, these things are very difficult. They are not much educated as per you. You are so much educated, so you can develop a polyhouse and greenhouse, but for those rural farmers it is very difficult. Resource intensive practice is a resource intensive practice. We need to get on it. We need to use our resources, ACs, air conditioners, proper ventilation. A significant delays, a significant type of mistake can lead to no production, reduced production. So it is resource intensive. Risk of damage due to natural calamities. Suppose the high speed of wind, like tufan अगर आ गया, high speed of wind, cyclones etc. come, the high speed of air can break the poly houses, break the glass houses. So they are at high risk of damage due to natural calamities. So this was all about protected cultivation, their advantages, their need, types of structures used. I have discussed all. No questions will be asked. From all the questions will be asked from there. Nothing will be outside of the syllabus, or what I am teaching outside from them. All will be from there. Now even what is tillage? Tillage is the mechanical manipulation of soil for purpose of crop production, affecting significantly the soil characteristics, such as soil water condition, soil temperature, infiltration, evapotranspiration, etc. So what is tillage? It is the mechanical manipulation of soil. We manipulate the soil mechanically for the purpose of crop production, significantly affecting the characteristics of soil, that is water condition, soil temperature, infiltration. So we achieve what we need through tillage, through mechanical manipulation of soil. So this is what tillage is. Now I hope you all learn, but there is a disadvantage of tillage, because due to higher and higher tillage use of tillage, higher mechanical manipulation, the upper soil get loose and they are very much susceptible to erosion. They are very much susceptible to degradation. The soils form hard pan, and those forming hard pan don't allow water to infiltrate many times. For breaking the hard pan, we need more deeper tillage that makes the soil more loose. So in tillage, the soils are very much at risk of erosion. So to keep our soils erosion free, to reduce their degradation, a concept was developed, that is zero tillage. I hope you all have heard about zero tillage. So what is zero tillage? No till agriculture. In this we will do no tillage or very but little bit of tillage as per our requirement in the agriculture field to reduce soil erosion. But it has several advantages or benefits. of soil increases zero tillage. Organic matter increases, recycling of nutrients, reduced soil erosion, as I discussed earlier. This is the main factor why we go to zero tillage. Microorganism enhancement, as many microorganisms die. Enhancement during tillage operations, use of fertilizers. So we need to enhance our microorganism here. It saves money. As for tillage operation, we need certain amount of money. Faster crop maturity, soil evaporation reduction. The rate of soil evaporation is reduced. Improved soil fertility, and better profits. So these are the common advantages of zero tillage, but it has some constraints also. Now moving on, what are the major constraints of zero tillage or disadvantages of zero tillage? Disadvantages. Gullies can form in field. As in tillage operations, we break these gullies. The gully formed is broken in tillage operations, but in no tillage they can be formed. Increased use of herbicides. As while tillage, the weeds or the herbs present there, herbicides or weedicides, the weeds present there are cut off, they are uprooted, so they die. But in case of zero tillage, they are not uprooted, they are still in the field. So to kill them, we used high amount of herbicides here. There is less awareness among farmers to use it. Requires more cultural operations. Like cleaning the manual removal of weeds, cutting those using scalpels, using khurpas. So it also requires more labor for these operations. So these are the major constraints of or disadvantages of zero tillage. Hope you get this. So that is all for today. For any queries, comment. If you like it, please press the like button. Do share and subscribe. Have a nice day. Thank you.